Okay, what's up, everybody? We're going live with Stephen and
Oh,
Janica. Here we go. I have Stephen on Zoom here, and I'm trying to figure out how to get him on there. Because Stephen, I know you probably don't know what I'm seeing, or maybe I could. Maybe I'll share my screen. Um, Zoom screen here. Here we go. So you might be able to hear
oh,
Stephen, but not exactly see him. So here we go. Stephen, can you see me?
I can definitely see it, buddy.
Can you see the YouTube studio?
I can see YouTube Studio. I see 4 people currently are watching us. Wow, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
I see it live. I see it 48 seconds.
Okay,
I feel
great.
like a grandfather because I've never done a live stream before.
Okay, no kidding. Yeah. So welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Janica. We have Stephen on the line as well. We're gonna figure out how to do a live broadcast with both Stephen and I. We have a bunch of people on already, which is great. We're giving away a DJI Osmo Action, so it's an exciting day. We've hit 2,000 subscribers. And you know what? Deshaun has said much. Hello from across the world. And, you know, Stephen, I want to get your thoughts on this. What do you think about us passing 2,000 subs? How about that?
That's nuts, man. I mean, if you think back almost a year ago, we were talking about, starting a YouTube channel. Wow. and getting this ball going. And here we are interacting with people all around the world, making content and short films and giveaways. It's a huge testament, man. It's been an awesome journey.
Now to our listeners, could you hear Stephen talking there? We're gonna wait for. We're gonna see if we can get some response. Maybe Zachary Rue, a good friend and singer and Instagram influencer here in Toronto, Ontario. Maybe I'll ask you specifically. Were you able to hear Stephen? Okay, great. Okay, so
phenomenal.
This is working. Beauty. Okay, so we have some great things to show you today. Like I said, we're back in your life, and for the first time ever, we are going live, and this is a really exciting day. So, before we get into that, Stephen, did you get a new website made?
Yeah, actually, I did. I did get a new website made. I had a very, very old website dedicated to singing that I don't do as much of these days anymore. And so I kind of gusted it up, moved it towards videography. And yeah, I made a site. Actually, just a quick disclaimer, I'm also a web developer and a web designer, but I used Squarespace. And this is not a promotion for Squarespace. It's not a shout out to be sponsored or anything by that. However, I used Squarespace and I loved it. It was fast, it was easy, it got done in a day, and it's very versatile, and it's just a really smart tool. So as I said, if you're looking to make a website, definitely check it out because it really helps you get the ball going.
Did you just shout out your competition?
I did. Yeah, I shouted out. I shouted out a company that basically puts my company out of business. But yeah, it's something that if you're looking for something for quick on a budget and you want to get something done on that day, you can't go wrong. So yeah, it's great. It has LUTs. It's got links to videos that I've made. It's got just basically a very quick definition of who I am as a videographer to give you a bit of a taste. And also it links to our channel. It links to the socials. It's a really good kind of train station for that videography.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and Stephen, how I would probably describe the difference between Squarespace and your website is probably the difference between like maybe an iPhone camera and a Sony A7 III, or you can't have too much customization. And your website company does bespoke, customized websites for professionals who need a specific look.
Exactly.
Is that a fair way of describing it?
I'd say so, yeah. We do, obviously, this is not a plug, we're just talking, we are back just and forth talking here, but like essentially what my company can do is create custom websites. So that's what I specialize in, is making that. But when it comes to making a website quickly, my developer is on holiday. So I wanted to get something up over the holidays and I don't want to pull my developer away from her vacation. So I thought, let's just, make a project. So that's why it really helps. But if you're looking for something more specific, you can definitely do something in a more customized environment.
Okay. So Stephen, can you see my screen right now?
I can check out Bill, who
Okay.
who was our last winner there.
Yeah. So I have a little surprise for you here. And I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
I don't think other people can see our screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this clip in the comments here. If you want to go to it, and if you want to look at this in a different window, you're very welcome to watch along with us. I'm gonna watch this surprise video with Stephen. It's a 30-second long video, so I'm gonna show him this right now.
Ooh, are we giving away a Land Rover?
No, but wait for it. Shot
Oh, shut up.
with the DJI Mavic Mini in 2K. Look at that. With the wind and the snow, it's still steady.
Nicely
and
done.
So, you know, for all of you watching right now, the live broadcast, Stephen and I gave away, the lucky winner was Bill Livingstone, and lo and behold, while I was creeping on his channel, I see this ad for a new Jeep Wrangler, and it's shot with his camera and the DJI Mavic Mini. So he's putting that Mavic Mini to good use. So we're hoping that you put this Osmo Action to good use as well.
Exactly. That's the name of the game, kids, because like essentially if you can use this tool to make something like that, I'm a huge proponent. Like these companies do not have to hire you. Bill's a great shooter, but like Land Rover obviously probably didn't hire him to make it. He made it out of the goodness of his heart. He wanted to do it as part of his portfolio. And this is something that you can take any product you like and you can create a commercial. You can pop it on social media, and it gives you experience and it gives you content for a reel. The company gets exposure. So a huge bonus tip, if you're looking to kind of get ahead and make a bit of a reel for yourself, why not pick a product, shoot a video, and then pop it online?
Yeah, and I see a lot of content creators making fake videos or like fake commercials for people just to get that attention, and then showing like the behind the scenes and how they did it. And you know what? Even if they don't get a shout out from the company, like people are really interested to see how this works. But you know what, Stephen, what I saw just recently was something even more creative and interesting. I think last month, I forget the week exactly, I came across a video where this guy called out a number of photographers in a rap song, and Peter McKinnon came across it. Did you see this? Well, give me your thoughts on this.
Oh my god, that was awesome! I saw that recently. Yeah, I'm bad at names, and I'm sorry. We should have like researched this so we have the proper name to give up. But yeah, this guy essentially took like Maddie Aboya, he took Peter McKinnon, Casey Neistat, and essentially wrapped out their names, and Peter was kind of the focus point. And like, that's awesome. He put that up there. You get recognized by an influencer who can then sees your work and then shares your work. Yeah. I mean, it goes to show how close-knit this can be, and what you have no idea who can look at your videos. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. You never know who's going to be like, watching your videos, when that moment will come to blow up. It hasn't happened for us just yet in that way, but we are very appreciative of everyone who's helped and supported us along the way. And you know what? And that's what today's all about, is to start a new year, start it off with a bang, and hopefully change a young up-and-coming videographer's life, just like they're paying it forward.
Exactly. Okay. Exactly.
Cool. So without any further ado, let's have this draw. Okay. So I have on my, if you've seen the last way as well, I have an app on my phone that has all of the subscribers plugged in already, and with a.
I guess it's Pixter, right? You're using Pixter, right? Pixter. Pixter's the app, yeah.
Yeah. So all I have to do is click the button, and we'll see. Okay, so hold on.
Drum roll.
I got. Hold on, wait. Before I gotta get it like set up. I spent all last night putting in the name, so it shouldn't. Okay.
You're a good man.
Okay, drum roll, please. Okay, Kevin Leping. Kevin do you know him?
No, I don't. No.
Okay. Okay. What? Okay. So I'll write it down here.
Kevin, is it K-H?
Kevin Call a Ping.
Because I just looked at the comments here.
Okay.
Yeah, he commented on our video. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, yeah, I only picked the people who commented on our video.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
There's no way I could. There's no way I could like take the time to put 2,000 people in there, right? So
yeah, that'd be nuts.
That's what it's about, right? Okay. So yeah, Kevin Call a Ping. So just like always, the disclaimer is you have to pay for the shipping, and all of you watching right now, if that doesn't happen, then we'll have another draw for sure. But yeah, congrats to Kevin Call a Ping. You have won yourself a brand new DJI Osmo Action to kick off the new year, courtesy of our channel. But thank you, Kevin, for all your support. But not just Kevin. Thank you to all of you for all of your support. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. It's been such a wild journey doing this, and like, we never thought we'd get to 2,000 subscribers. This is a fun thing we started, and obviously pandemic hit and we had to do it separately because of safety and all that kind of stuff. But as we get to the new year and vaccines roll out and we can once again vlog side by side, we look forward to like doing everything from, not just gear reviews, but, short films, competitions, B-roll examples, tutorials, all that kind of stuff. So if there's something that you want to see specifically, please message us. Please give us a comment, descriptions. You can drop us a line, Instagram, you name it. And if you want to see something in specific, let us know. If we can do it, we definitely will.
Yeah, my Instagram handle is @Janaka WELIHINDA. Stephen, give him the Instagram handle.
And mine is @_Stephen_Bell. Because there's lots of Stephen Bells.
While I'm talking, why don't you type it into the comment section here?
Cool.
Or actually, I guess I have to.
Actually, you have to, because I can't do this.
_Stephen Perfect. Okay, there we go. That's
the
one. Yeah. So one interesting thing you said, like about the vaccines being rolled out. I know this is like maybe a little off the beaten path, but this is what I kind of wanted this to be, like an open discussion. Turns out that the rate in which people are being vaccinated right now, so 2 million in this last month, to get 80% herd immunity in the United States, the experts said it would take 10 years.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So to kind of balance that out, if we want 80% herd immunity in 6 months, you have to dial out 3.5 million vaccines a day. And you
are a numbers man. I like this.
Oh, yeah. And we are dreadfully behind. What do you think about that?
It's. I think the rollout. Obviously, now we can get political. So this is the real agenda. Talking about political stuff. No, I think if we had a proper system in place, obviously transitions and elections and all that kind of stuff have delayed things, and the actual, crux of the situation has not been addressed.
Yeah.
So if we can have a proper rollout system, then there's so much stuff in the news, but as videographers, it definitely affects what we do, knowing that certain restrictions are in place and you can't do various things, and that's the way life is. So if we can get a better system to roll up vaccines and and keep the social distancing, I know it sucks, I hate it, everyone hates it, no one likes wearing a mask, but you just have to, but the one thing too, and no one talks about this, is that do your exercise, eat your vitamins or vegetables or all that kind of stuff, get sleep. Just take care of yourself. Yeah. There's no government program being put out for that, and there should be, because your personal well-being will keep you in best shape you possibly can to fight any disease or infection. So I think I hope it definitely works to a situation in the coming year that we can just have these vaccines ready and there's a good program in place, and that we can look forward to getting back to sort of normal.
Ah, perfect. And as a last thing, maybe we'll talk about, because we're on the political thing, what is this about DJI getting banned in the States? Can we even give this away to someone in the States?
Well, I did have a window open on my side window here I was looking at, and what I saw based on the situation is that you can still buy DJI products in the States and you can still have them serviced. It's just that the company's been put on a blacklist. Now, the thing is, a lot of these videos are out there. It's fun watching this because you get all these YouTubers that are clickbaity and doom and gloom and, hands up or sometimes like that too. But it's not real in that everyone jumps to a knee-jerk reaction saying, well, my drone has to be, I can't buy it and I can't get it fixed and I can't do any of that kind of stuff. No, of course you still can, because it's a multi $1 company. They're not going to just all of a sudden stop sales of product to consumers.
Yeah.
That being said, in the future, there might be further restrictions placed on the drones. There might be further certificates required, tracking systems required on the drones, certain radiuses of which you can fly. Expect that to get worse. That's my worry based on a lot of people that I've seen fly recently. Like, I don't know if you heard this, bud, but some guy in Philadelphia was flying a drone around downtown, and the FAA stuck him with a fee of $180,000 because he's been breaking regulations by flying his Mavic Mini. I think it's a Mavic Mini or it's a Mavic Air, basically at 1,200 feet in elevation, taking off from rooftops and doing all kinds of crazy shit. And this guy is flying around downtown, and he generates this massive fine. And now he's like, oh, I had no idea. But it's people like that that do these silly things that then affect people like you and me from giveaways and from doing all that sort of stuff to make people to be able to fly a drone and learn the craft and learn what it can do. So it is what it is,
yeah.
But it drives me nuts.
Yeah, Stephen, you're absolutely right that it's a little frustrating when you see people who want to follow the rules and then people who don't follow the rules just ruin it for everyone. I think that's like the same when it comes to like drone flying or mask wearing or whatever you have it. You know, it's not that we really love following the rules. It's like we want to do it so we don't ruin it for the rest of us. You know, like we give away tons of stuff all the time, and our cinematics. You know, you said do a drone giveaway or something, but let me tell you, you might have not been here for the earlier part of this episode, but in our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, we gave away a Mavic Mini, and Bill Livingstone won. I called him Bill Livingston in the original video, but Bill Livingstone won, and we just saw him make a commercial for a Jeep Wrangler with that Mavic Mini. So, you know, we're giving away that stuff. And Stephen, should we tease them with what we're giving away for the 5K giveaway? No. Should we? No.
Well, we could, but one before we do that, look in your comments, bud. Just mark my words.
Mark my words. Hey, Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah, that was our very, very first giveaway of an indirect, first product that was ever given to us to review. Yeah. And we gave this to Mark, who's in Poland. Oh. So that was crazy. Yeah. So I hope the bag is treating you well and you're getting lots of use out of Mark. And thanks so much for joining. But yeah, that was something else. But anyway, so the next one. For 5,000, I don't know. I mean, we could make a poll. We could see what that'd be kind of fun actually. Making a poll to our viewers to see what they might be interested in the most.
That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, let's make a poll for that, and let's keep that in mind for when we reach it, because we are on track to reach 5,000 subs by definitely before the end of next year. So that's our goal for this year. We have lots of great content coming out, and Stephen, who hasn't even tapped into content for his new Zcam, what can we look forward to this year, Stephen?
Well, this is the new kind of like arsenal that I have that I use for shooting video.
Whoa. And before we even get into this, guys, big news. Stephen had this enormous project this year with the Canadian Broadcasting Company and Against the Grain, and he got reviewed all over the world. I'm talking New York Times, LA Times. We're so proud of him for his work. Yeah, Stephen, tell us a little bit about that project.
That was the Messiah Complex, and that was a spearheaded way of creating a new version of the Messiah for both the Toronto Against the Grain Theatre. A spearheaded idea of taking soloists from every province in Canada, having a video crew shoot them, and then creating a digital Messiah. So it was incredible. It was we recorded the audio in every different province separately, recorded the orchestra separately, put them all together into a film, and now it's topped that had like 100,000 views. It's been such an amazing journey, and meeting people all across the country and videographers and seeing different shooting styles, and such a cool thing. Check it out, atgtheater.com, and as well as I think it's like ATG Theater as a YouTube page. It's free. You can watch it. There's no fee. Just sign up and you get a link. And it runs until January 7th.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. I recommend all of you watch it. It's a great way to like just spend an afternoon or an evening with the family, just hearing some beautiful music and some beautiful singing. I have to correct myself. I think I shouted out the CBC, but they didn't have anything to do with this, right?
I think they were originally scheduled to do, but then the video shut down because of COVID. So I think their build is part of it, but they weren't actually the original team. But
okay. So they're dead to us. They're dead to us is what we can say. Right? Okay.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, there you go.
But it was a joint project between ATG, Coffee Shop Creative, and the Toronto Symphony Orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing. So show us the Zcam. Take us through a quick tour of that as we wrap
I'm also
up.
looking at your bar, buddy. Your battery is looking red up there. So
call.
if you have a cord, you might want to plug that in.
Oh my goodness.
So essentially, this is the new camera that we're using as part of the workflow with my companies. It's a Zcam E2S6. So what this basically is a cinema camera, which I'll be doing a lot of reviews coming up on shooting tricks, what you should get for it, how to create it. But what this camera essentially does is shoots in 4K, 6K, up to I think 120 frames a second in 4K. It is a camera essentially that's a cinematic camera. So you use this with cinematic lenses, creating with focus follows, map boxes, monitors to record in ProRes and RAW. And it's just essentially, it's a huge, big difference than shooting with something like a Lumix, or if you unfortunately have to shoot in a Sony, that's another option too. You can shoot on those cameras, but nobody does. Essentially, a Zcam is a cinematic rig. It's a cinematic setup that allows you to create, I think, the next level of filmmaking, because the depth of field is better. You have a higher bit rate. You're just looking at how many stops of dynamic range, like I think 14 or something, or 16. So it really bumps you up to the next level of filmmaking. So lots of stuff coming up on that, how to use it, how to project, and how to shoot an anamorphic without, faking in those black bars by, popping in ping files or, using crop factor in Premiere. But lots of interesting ideas on proper cinematic shooting. So we'll have that. More stuff on the Osmo, which I'd like to shoot a sequel to that fun project Angela and I shot and delivered.
That's cool.
Received so many comments of people asking for the sequel now. And just a disclaimer, that was a fun afternoon. I basically said to Angie, let's just go shoot a small short film and see what happens. And now it's had almost 5,000 views. It's been, the impressions wise and how it's been viewed on the internet, like 25,000 impressions have been put on YouTube in that one video alone. And that was just a fun, project we put together. So you never know what you can do when you create videos, because essentially that video, people are asking if they can make a sequel. Planning ahead of time, there was no team, there was no ADs, there was no sound, there was nothing. It was just me and an Osmo and my wife. So you don't need to have a massive production team to make a video, that's for sure.
No, very cool, very cool. So Stephen, we're wrapping up on 30 minutes now, and so
all right.
I'd like to keep these a clean 30. So
short and sweet.
We talked about a lot today, and we gave away an Osmo Action. Again, congratulations to Kevin Colaping. We'll be in touch. Anything else to add?
Stay tuned for 5,000. I mean, 5,000 is coming up. I mean, we don't know how fast we'll hit it. It's thanks to you guys and girls that are basically giving us the support and the feedback to our channel. And like, if you go back to video 1 and then you look at what we've done recently, you can see there's definitely been a journey to making film and making videos.
Yeah, and what I've been hearing from the comments as well.
Huge
thank you to you. And what I've been hearing from the comments is that there's people out there that want to start their own YouTube channel as well. And the only advice I can give is the same place that Stephen and I were in. You're constantly thinking, comparing yourself on what you could do now to what you're seeing out there. But the videos you see that we do, we didn't start out that way. And you can look back to our old episodes. The only thing that matters is that you start. You will learn and you will get better as you go along, but there's no way to learn and get better until you just do it and just jump right in. And you have to expect that the first few episodes are not going to be good, but I promise you, your 50th episode will be. How many episodes?
That's the thing too. Like that's a big thing. You made a video, I think it was around like video 55, bud, where you talked about click rate and you talked about impressions in your video. These are all things you can look on YouTube and you'll find people who've done channels dedicated solely to this. But it does work, and that is the thing. If you do a consistent video every 5 or 6 days, you have a good thumbnail, you use tags, And the most important thing too is get a third-party app like TubeBuddy, so it can analyze what you're putting up and give you recommendations on what keywords might work and all that kind of stuff. But if you start making a good thumbnail and a good video and good content and do it consistently, you will grow. And finding a channel like a Facebook group or a Twitter account or something that can also share it in tandem with YouTube, it does work. It does create a growth process.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, wise advice. And this is exactly how we started as well. You know, we just started with two guys in a library studio. Remember that? Yeah, we would just rent out the library studio to just make these videos, and that was 2 years ago. I can't imagine not doing this anymore, because this has been a wild ride and so fun. And it's, to be honest, I think it's shaped us as individuals. Like Stephen, now you're like a full-time videographer.
Yeah, it really has. Like, and learning, if we go back to the first time Janaka and I did a gig for a good friend of ours, realtor Steve Haid, you know, I full disclaimer, I rolled up with a GoPro, you know, and that's something that I'll never forget, that first day of, like, you know, just learning how to shoot video. You know, God bless Steve, he was a great guy, and he, you know, we did a lot of different styles of shooting, but you learn through your first gigs. You know, you don't have to roll up with a Z cam. I mean, that's not how you start, but I mean, like, you do start on what you have, and then you grow from there.
Yeah, you learn from experience, you learn from your mistakes, you learn from others, and you just, it's one step at a time, you know. No one's